Good evening and welcome to Light in the Darkness. You know that moment when you're thinking something and someone else says it for you? It can be an uncomfortable moment, can't it? When you think, how well do they know me? Some people we know extremely well, and it's very easy to follow their train of thought even before they've spoken it. Other people are very hard to read, and even if we've known them a long time, it can be difficult to know just what they might say or think next. There's a passage of scripture, Psalm 139, which we were thinking about last week, and in the second half of that psalm, the psalmist speaks about the fact that God knew him before he was even born. That's quite a frightening thought in some respects, isn't it? Before we were even able to think for ourselves or speak for ourselves, God knew us and he understood us. It's one of the reasons, I suspect, why many people are uncomfortable with God. Because if you begin to think of God as someone who really does know you inside out, then you become extremely vulnerable. And yet, in our relationships with one another, don't we strive to make sure that we know each other as well as possible? A good relationship is one where we get to the point that there are things that can be left unsaid because the other person will know and understand. That's exactly what the psalmist was getting at. He wasn't suggesting that God was some kind of scary mind reader, but rather that he is a power who can get inside our heads and know what makes us tick and understand us. And even more incredibly, as Christians, we can say that not only does God know us, warts and all, but through his Son, he didn't just get to know us, he also forgave us. That's love. Not just to know the bad bits, but to set them aside and love anyway. Good night, and God bless.